Welcome to this Wood Solutions campus presentation on selling and supplying timber and wood products that are fit for purpose in applications with special market conditions such as specific environmental agendas. This table is from an earlier presentation and shows the importance of key performance requirements for an application with a special market condition, which will be discussed in detail in this presentation. Applications with special market conditions are usually those where the environmental impacts around the origin of the timber or wood product or other factors such as the product's impact on air quality are important to its selection. These requirements may occur with any type of products and in most building types. Usually, the customer informs the supplier that this is an application with special market conditions and provides details on their requirements. These can include forest chain of custody certification, assurance of recycled supply, and labelling of the product's formaldehyde emission class. This last requirement usually applies to plywood or particle board products. Follow-up questions should be asked to determine the type of documentation or assurance required across all three factors, the acceptable forest certification scheme, the potential to mix recycled and recovered material with new products, and the required emissions class. While environmental considerations can affect product selection, they don't reduce the importance of the application's other performance requirements. Certified timber used outside or as flooring should perform at least as well as comparable non-certified material. Two major forest certification schemes exist internationally and both offer forest and chain of custody certification services in Australia. One is the Program for the Endorsement of Forest Certification or PEFC scheme. This operates with its allied Australian Forest Standard Certification or AFS schemes. Timber and wood products certified under these schemes can display the PEFC or AFS logo shown. The other scheme is Forest Stewardship Council or FSC certification, which operates in Australia and internationally. Companies certified under FSC use the FSC logo. The scheme's logo should appear on either the product documentation, or both. It should also be accompanied with a certificate code that can be used to trace the company's record of certification.
So these are packs of 18mm non-structural plywood sourced from Brazil. As you can see, they're FSC certified. They're a mixed FSC certification, and the certification number is seen here on the bottom of the packs.
Recycled or recovered timber complements supply from harvested forests. Supply may be constrained as the material is only available when it has been pulled out of an existing structure or milled from a recovered resource. However, recycled timber can provide options that new material cannot match. It can contain surface features which can be used effectively in many architectural situations, or unique sizes may be available.
Recycled timber we're finding more and more relevant in today's market. Particularly, doesn't mean to say a client will specify recycled timber, but you can say to a client, recycled timber is more applicable in this application, getting back to fit for purpose.
Yep.
I say that in the context of beams, big beams, that you can't get dry from new timber today because they don't dry virtually anything over 50mm in thickness.
Mm-hmm.
Customers sensitive to allergens or concerned about sick building syndrome may require wood products that meet a particular formaldehyde emissions class. This table shows emission classes and the limits of formaldehyde emissions from a material when subject to a standardized test. Formaldehyde is a colorless, strong-smelling, naturally occurring gas that is an irritant to the eyes and the throat and can be toxic at high concentration. Many finishing, lining and carpet products emit formaldehyde when they have been installed in a new building. This is commonly called off-gassing. The adhesive in wood products can emit formaldehyde as they cure. Quality production of plywood, laminated veneer lumber, LVL, and other veneer-based wood products aims to limit formaldehyde emissions. To assist quality control and ensure market acceptance, the emission classes shown in the table have been established and are used internationally. Many environmental building guides require or recommend a material to perform to one of these classes. In summary, applications with special market conditions are those where factors such as environmental impacts of forestry and air quality are important. For these applications, the customer usually requires special documentation. This includes documents covering forest and chain of custody certification, assurance of recycled supply, and labelling of formaldehyde emission class. And while special market conditions affect product selection, they don't reduce applications' other performance requirements.